C's get degrees. Everybody know nursing school, the first time you start clinicals, just be prepared to take vitals. Just vitals. Just be prepared to give vitals for the whole board, my dear. Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. My name is Michaela, otherwise known as Mikady. I am a fourth year nursing student. And today we're going to talk about 10 things that I wish I knew before starting nursing school. So if you're an aspiring nursing student, if you just curious about nursing, you want to know some stuff, I'm gonna tell you. So keep on watching and like this video, girl, or guy. Alright, let's get into it. The first thing is that nursing school is harder than I expected, but it is actually manageable. And I say this to say, let us get clear that nursing school is actually one of the hardest programs in the world, but it is manageable. You just have to know time management and just keep in mind that hey, you want this, so you're going to do all that it is possible to complete this program. So time management, making sure that all of your assignments are done on time, you put in extra time to study and get things done. So it's manageable. It's hard, but it is manageable, because it is hard, but it is manageable. You just have to put in the time and effort, and the extra time and effort to get things done. And it can be done, because remember, other persons have done it, so you can do it too. So it is manageable. Alright, it's possible. So the second one that I actually just spoke about a while ago is time management is everything. Like, you cannot spend hours on one task, or like you have to prioritize items as well. So if you know that this work is hard and it's due way in next 2 months, but it's hard and it's gonna take time, try completing that over a period of time. Don't wait till last minute. Last minute procrastination does not work in nursing school, and it will catch up on you. So don't play at all. Just do it, get it done. Like persons from in my class, they know that they're gonna say that one thing with Michaela, she gonna do the group work before everybody else. Like, my part of it complete. I do not play. If it's due in the next 4 weeks, it's getting done in week 1 or 2. I'm not waiting until week 4. Period. Number 3, you don't have to be perfect to succeed in nursing school. And here is why. There is no way in hell you're going to know every single thing. Listen, some things that I learned in year 1, literally they're just cementing in my brain in year 4, and there is no shame in my game. Here is why. Because there is a lot of stuff that you learned throughout nursing school, and for you to remember every single thing, it's going to be impossible. And certain things, remember that nursing school has a theory aspect as well as a practical aspect. So certain things might not cement until you go into the clinical field. So there is no way you can know everything. You won't be perfect at everything. Greatest thing is just try, don't kill anybody. Period. So but they make certain mistakes from early on where they can be addressed in nursing school, and hopefully and pray to God they don't go into your career and harm anyone. Right? So that's the greatest thing. But you don't have to be perfect to succeed at nursing school. Also, C's get degrees. If you're a C student, you're a C student. If you're a B student, you're a B student. If you're an A student, wonderful. You're an A student. So you have to just know your bracket and try to work and get better. But if your bracket, just stay in your bracket. Honestly. Number 4. Burnout can happen if you don't rest. There is no way you can sit in front of a computer screen, a laptop screen, your phone screen, doing assignments as well as clinicals. Remember, the institution that I go to, clinicals are 5 days a week. Listen, you have to take the weekends, girl. Even if you have that assignment. I know I said time management is everything. Well, time management is everything. Just block out some time for yourself. Dedicate that time to yourself. Because you don't want to crash and burn, literally. You know, if you're not your best self, then you're not going to produce the best work. You're not going to get the best grades possible because, for one, your mind is very foggy. You're tired, you're drained. So you can be studying, but yet they won't see the results you want because your body is not getting a break and a rest. Reboot yourself so that you can perform your best. That's it. Number 5 would be clinicals can be scary at first, but that's actually normal. And let me share my experience with clinicals. In clinicals, we started clinicals in year 2. So we did like 7 or 6 courses I believe in year 1. And then in the second semester of year 2, we started clinicals. No, everybody knows nursing school, the first time you start clinicals, just be prepared to take vitals. Just vitals. Just be prepared to give vitals for the whole board, my dear. But yeah, I remember one time some of us were just standing looking because we had no clue what to do. We were clueless. But over time, you'll get the hang of it. My best advice in the clinical area is, especially when you're starting out, shadow a nurse. I'm not gonna lie, not all nurses are nice, but fortunately for me, well, to be honest, I just ignore the bad nurses and find one that I like. And some of them are actually willing to teach you stuff. I remember the first time that I was supposed to give medication, a nurse just draw me and said, come give this medication, you know. So I am at that, I never forget. And I was so scared, but she guided me through the process, and the girl did it, and it was good. You know, we did it in the lab up to that point, and I mastered it in the lab. So she said, come, you know, she was saying like, you know, get the experience until you come and do it, and it was fine. It was an elderly lady, and she was there. She was like, I remember I was going through the steps and like telling her what the medication, you know, you're supposed to like educate her about medication and stuff. The lady said, just give me the medication. But it was so funny, my first experience. But yeah, it can be scary, but just go out there and shadow a nurse. Follow up on them. Knock up yourself in everything, literally. And once you watch them, if you have a very nice nurse that is patient, she will allow you to do it. And you know, just follow the steps that you learned in class and apply them. Number 6. So number 6 for me would be that your grades do not define you. Listen, most of the times you're not going to get the grades that you feel like you truly deserve. Like, you can put out 100% and sometimes you're going to see a 60%. So it will be discouraging. Not might, it will be discouraging, but your grades don't define you. Honestly, theory and practical are both important, but you just want to master. You want to know your theory, but you want to master the practical as well as with patient care, as you want to treat people good, right? And you want to make a difference in person's life. Listen, you can't always top up your studying, right? And remember this thing, listen, if you go to nursing school, they're going to tell you that learning always continues throughout nursing, because for one, things are always changing, and for two, you want to always provide evidence-based practice in nursing and evidence-based care. So the grades don't really define, they don't define how good of a nurse you're going to be. So just keep that in mind and don't stress yourself. You got this. Number seven for me would be you're going to question yourself, but this is a part of growth. And here's why I say that. If you choose any career at all or anything, anything, could be anything in life, but for career wise, you're going to wonder is if this is actually your purpose, right? And that's fine, it's totally normal. Like anything new, and it doesn't have to, well, anything new and unusual, you're going to say, I really want to do this. Like, you think you can do this? Like, you're going to have a lot of questions, but if you thought about it and you put in the effort and the time, might as well just see it through, right? Nursing is a very broad career. You can go in anywhere. You might not like bedside nursing, but you might like aesthetics, or you might like pediatrics or something. So I would encourage anybody going into nursing, do it. And going into nursing and you feel like you might not want to do this because, for one, the theory or the clinical area. So maybe it's a problem that you don't like the clinical area, which would be bedside nursing, and you might actually like something else. You might go to pediatrics and you say, oh, I love this, I want to do this one. So you still have to see it through though. But yeah, learn to question yourself, but I think that's a total normal part of growth. And yeah, so for number 8, my number 8 would be support systems are so much more than you think. And here's why. For one, if you can have at least one close friend, not classmate or associate, a friend in your nursing class, that would be so much good for you. For one, this person is literally going through the same thing you're going through, and they understand more than anyone else. Yes, family and all of that, it's good, but to have someone that is actually there and they understand everything that you are going through at this point as it relates to school, it's so much better. I have a close friend of mine. I remember when, I was going through a lot through nursing school, and she was the one there to coach me. Vice versa as well, when she was going through things, I was there to coach her, and we held each other, throughout this time, and it did wonders. It might not look like that in the moment, but to talk about your experience takes off a lot of pressure off of you, and you get to voice your concerns and opinions. So it's really good to have a good support system in class and in school. Also, this could be a lecturer. Some persons love speaking to their lecturers, or they have a close lecturer that they can share their opinion, their concerns with, and they can bounce back off of them and let them know that, hey, and give them a little guidance, as most lecturers are nurses, so they can relate. So they went to nursing school, so they can give some solid advice as well. So that. Also, your family and your friends outside of school. So want to go out and enjoy yourself, your family cheer you up, give you support, there for you for shoulder to cry on whenever you feel. I remember many times when I feel like dropping out of nursing school, my mother would give me advice all the time and say, hey, I know this is hard, but see it through, because you're capable of doing this. So even a lot of times when I think that I'm failing at something, my mom would say, you're not fail, just continue putting the work and don't stress about it, and even if you fail, I have your back. So those those were, those held me through those times, and it's really good to have some form of support system, as well as guidance counselors. So please do not take those people for granted. Another time, I remember when I was going through a lot, like personal matter, and I am not the person to like, this is a, but I'm not the person to vent to anybody at all, even friends. So it's really hard for me to speak about personal stuff. But my guidance counselor, she was so amazing at the time. She took her time. She took personal hours. We could call her and speak about anything, and she gave her advice, and it actually really did help me. So I'm really grateful for that. So don't take them for granted. Use up your guidance counselors. Number 9. So number 9 for me would be that you will learn more from real life than theory. Here's why. Now, textbook is just words, right? Some of the time they don't even register, and a lot of us, we study to pass exams. So you might study word for word, but do you actually know what it means though? So when you go out into the clinical area now, this is where you apply theory to practice, and practice will actually let it cement. So when you reach on a condition and you're seeing all the clinical the symptoms and signs, and you say, hey, okay, this is what it is, you remember. So when you're in exam now, like a written exam, you say, oh, this person have asthma, I remember this and this, I remember I heard this and this, I remember I gave them this medication, this, that. So it actually, you remember stuff. Or anything at all. You might have some patient with a respiratory condition, you remember you give them this medication or that, and so it cements and puts everything into perspective of what you were studying from the textbook. So yeah. And number 10, which covers everything up, is that you don't have to know everything. Just know that you belong here. Listen, nursing school is a very hectic program to get into. A lot of persons don't get into nursing school until their 3rd, 4th time. So if you have the credentials, to get into nursing school, you definitely belong there. Because they saw your application and they said to themselves, this girl or this guy has the grades for it, let's bring them in. They didn't know what you look like. Most of the time they don't know what you look like. They don't know anything about you. They don't know if you're black, brown, or white, but they know that you have the credentials to be in this institution. So that is literally all that matters. So with all being said, just put all of that into one and work your way through nursing school, and take time for yourself. So with that being said, this is the end of my video, and if you are thinking about going to nursing school, do it. Listen, it's not the easiest, but I think in the future it will have its rewards. Think about it like this: you're going to have a career. If you're that type of person, you love credentials, you're gonna have an RN beside your name. So, Bachelor of Science, RN. So yeah, and yeah, that's basically it. So if you're an aspiring nursing student, you're thinking about going to nursing school, or you are currently in nursing school, all the best. I wish you all the best, girl or guy. And yeah, let's get this degree. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like this video and comment if you have any other thing that you wish you knew before starting nursing school. Okay, bye.